tem desse telefone, não? Fala aí, doido.
The outcome of Dr. Holder's plan is uncertain.
Você é doido da
Poison
cabeça.
is not a reliable weapon. You should do as you are
O que
told.
que ia fazer mesmo?
The contamination must be burned. The wood must be cauterized.
Vai dar o capitão faz mesmo? Capitão pra lá?
Keep the peace, Civvy.
Citizens of Wyndham, a contaminated area has been
One more
reported
city
in the
gives me a cheek and I'll
Skethermore
top
Fields.
the bastard.
Please stay
Orders
away
the
from
grove.
there until it has been
For the
sterilized.
100th time, we're here to protect civilians and get this mess sorted out.
Oh, get a lot sorted out by picking the elves.
Uma saída.
So Robbo's blind and not tell us it for our own bloody good.
Right, listen to me, old.
Citizens of
Your
Wyndham,
nose clean.
the woods are still off limits. If you need to approach the woods for foraging,
Caramba. É bem grande, hein? Bora.
Toe the line, you.
This is all just an experiment to them in the
Those
south.
bean counters in
We're just
War
guinea
Office have
pigs.
given it a
Why
war
can't
with
anyone
this
else
country
see
by now,
that?
and I want to know why not.
Deixa eu falar.
Leave tomorrow if you could.
O capitão aqui.
We'd be able to get along all right left to ourselves. Go up to our outfits in soldiers and outlaws.
Don't know.
One more civvy gives me cheek and I'll top the bastard. Orders be blown.
Painlessly excised. Be vigilant. Be safe.
Keep running, civvy.
State of this place. Leave tomorrow if we could.
Addressing civilian. Stand back, citizen.
Just when the music was getting good. And this all happens. Help me! You useless bastards! Help me!
Not worth the bother. Gone. For now.
Let's be civilized about this. Hey, hands away from any weapons. Bloody hell!
Steady now. No sudden moves. And keep running.
Don't be a fool. Stand down. Good. Keep moving.
É quase ideia, bicho.
Bloody hell! Glad that's over!
I must seeing John Mills at pictures is right, truly.
Outlaws sniffing around the village perimeter again. We should deal with those scum once and for all.
Beleza. Vai, posso falar com o capitão?
This blasted place.
Achei coisa pra trás, não? O negócio do assassinato. Ah, velho, esqueci um milhão de coisas aqui, mano. Do índio ali.
Look like he's all right. Let's have no trouble. Right.
Tá bom.
A new customer. How do? Not often we're seeing new faces here. My name's Alf Buckshaw. Welcome to what's likely the last pub in Cumberland, such as it is. Now, what can I do for you?
Ativo.
Fountains of beer, dancing girls, and the finest cuisine in the land. Well, we've got some beer. And I found a pickled onion in a jar in the back of the cupboard. Seriously, mind, I can get me hands on things. Some pretty hard to find things at that. Feeling that, I can offer conversation. No gossip, mind you. Get locked up for gossip these days. Well, after it all went to cock and we got quarantined, London started sending in soldiers. To start with, folk were happy to see 'em, but after a while, it turned out there was bugger all they could do to help. When they found out they weren't being let back through the wall again, well, it got nasty. Plenty round here, I reckon. It's what it would have been like if the Nazis had invaded after all. Of course, you didn't hear that from me, all right?
Eu falo alguma coisa, eu não prestei nem atenção, imaginei outra coisa. Puta merda, tô viajando aqui. Tu não vai saber o que é. Preço do que? Não tá perto das pessoas, tá gratidão.
Who knows what them boffins were up to? But I don't think that atom plant going pop was part of the plan, do you? Or at least they told us it were an atom plant. So where are all the atoms, eh? I've heard a thing or two about radioactiveness, and by all rights, none of us should be standing here. Anyhow, I shouldn't be gossiping about this stuff. You let me know if there's aught else I can help you with. Keep your bloody voice down. Nothing brings the soldiers down on you faster than talking about that. Yeah, I heard rumours of it, but I can't see it out more than that. That's as may be. My life depends on you shutting up. I'm sorry, but I absolutely can't help you with that. Oh, I think we can manage that. Bet you weren't expecting to find a place like Wyndham still ticking over after all what's gone on here, were you now?
What's Atomfall?
Folk will get used to anything given time. Which isn't to say, it's not nice to see some new faces coming through here now and then. Reminds a fella just how strange this all really is. The captain likes strangers too. He treats them better than he does the rest of the village. Means he can do things us regular folk can't. Oh, aye. There was a lady scientist here not so long ago. Dr. Garrow. They say she used to work at the site over the mere. Top dog too, I was told. Managed to get out while the rest of them boffins were trapped in with us. Any road, she turns up here a few months back out of nowhere and starts throwing her weight around. She did something that got the soldiers' backs up, and they stuck her in their jail on Scathamore.
Nunca fui nesse lugar ainda. Ao sul do caralho.
Well, I heard, and I don't know how much credit to give it, that she whispered summit to one of them big gun turrets of theirs over at their camp, and the thing shut off, just like that. She waltzed right into the camp, and soldiers were all turned about looking for her. Captain didn't like being made a fool of like that. Of course, that's just hearsay and gossip, and I don't gossip, me. I suppose I might be able to help a friendly traveller out. What sort of gear did you have in mind? All right. Well, look, there's ways and means. The old government bunkers, the ones they reckon were secret, like anything stays secret round here for long. If it's special gear you want, have a poke round in any bunker you find. I've heard there's some grand doings to be had in them, but watch yourself. Few of them are safe.
De repente, uma comida mesmo. Não vê muito espaço, né? Não tem espaço aqui no meu inventário.
See you around.
Wonder what's going on with Nancy and Aspel. Likely thinks me dead.
Olhar. Vamos ver se ele tem que falar com o capitão. Eu já falei com o capitão. Com o padre, não? Fala com o capitão.
Citizens of Windsor, pagan practices of any kind are strictly forbidden. Any breach of this regulation is punishable by death.
A prefeitura. Deve ser.
One more civvy gives me cheek and I'll top the bastard. Orders be blowed. Not sure I like the look of you.
Claramente o capitão.
Watch your step.
Well, well, a new face. Good day. You'll forgive me if I'm less than cordial on first acquaintances, I'm sure. New faces often mean trouble. And yet, they may bring new opportunities, too. Tell me, where have you come from? If you've wandered out there and survived, then you're doing better than most. But I'm sure there's more to you than that, eh? In case it wasn't made clear to you on the way in, Wyndham is under the protection of the protocol. You are permitted to move freely through the village, for now at least. Consider it a gesture of goodwill. I hope it'll be reciprocated. But don't go causing any trouble here. Is that clear? And if trouble finds you, make sure you report it. Post haste. Now, there are certain things I like to discuss with new faces such as you. I would hope a stranger like you can provide me with some information.
Tem monte de informação pra eu também.
I want to know where you came from. I want to know what you can tell me about the outside.
Nem a resposta é boa. Tá doido.
Let me worry about what to do with it. Trust me, you will be much better off aiding protocol than crossing us. Be under no illusions. We must eradicate the corruption that festers here before there is any hope of leaving this blasted place. If we were to work together, you and I, perhaps we might make some progress towards such an outcome. But step out of line, and I will revoke your liberties here just as quickly as they were given. So I ask again, did you come from the outside? What do you know?
Puta que pariu.
Well, this is disappointing. I was hoping you'd have something you were willing to share.
Damn.
We imprison strangers at the first whiff of trouble, but you can keep your liberties.
Yeah,
for now.
Yeah, foda.
I trust that will be more conducive to a timely recollection of your origins. In the meantime, be wary of this place. Do not be tempted to engage with any of the pagan sentiments some of the locals may try to foist on you. Such beliefs are dangerous and forbidden. Do I make myself clear? And if you still wish to have protocol's aid, you'll just have to make yourself useful to me in other ways. I'm glad to hear it. The civilians in this village are a shady lot. Resistant to discipline and up to no good. I'm sure of it. We can hardly get the time of day out of them. But you're an outsider. They may not trust you exactly, but nor are they immediately suspicious of you. Sniff around. Keep your ears open. If you find anything I should know, come to me with it. If you want somewhere to start, well, we've had our eyes on Iris, the baker. I could send a patrol in, of course, but a softer approach might prove more efficacious.
Puxa, eu trago 11. Puta que pariu, velho. Decente. Ah, caralho. O que eu faço? Saio. Caralho.
That is a very dangerous word to be bandying about. I suggest you forget you've ever heard it. Whatever evil the scientists had hidden in there, it has wrought havoc on this place. So no one goes near the substation, understood? Anyone trespassing there will be shot.
Acesso proibido. Por que pediu pra marcar esse troço?
The good Dr. Garrow? Not so good in my opinion. That woman is dangerous. Caught her up to her old nonsense again and incarcerated her smartly at our Skelethamore camp. The prison is closely guarded, so don't even think about attempting to reach her without our permission. But that permission may be granted if you prove yourself loyal to us here in the village.
Medo. Então, tem água
Yes,
relaxada.
what is it?
Puta que pariu.
There's been a what? Sergeant, take a squad to the church at once. And the
Puta, puta
culprit?
dedo.
Surely not the vicar.
Eu já vi. Usou o dedo duro agora.
Yes, I suppose that's true. He's perhaps the only person in this ghastly village whose rectitude is beyond question. Now do you see why this place is under military discipline? I fought rebels in the Malayan jungle, and let me tell you, that was positively genteel in comparison to this wretched village. You can hardly call them English hereabouts anymore. Something in the land here is corrupting them all. You've done the right thing coming to me. It's vital this sort of thing's nipped in the bud before it spreads. I'm delighted to hear it. Your assistance is appreciated. I shan't forget it. I'm willing to extend the hand of friendship to you, which would include giving you access to our camp at Skethermore. With us on the same side, if a chance for leaving this zone comes, I can promise you a good chance of seeing the outside. To be blunt, as a stranger, you're in a perfect position to help me with a delicate matter. We recently arrested a certain Dr. Garrow, one of the scientists from the research site. She contrived to escape the zone before the walls went up, but rather unexpectedly returned as part of a military convoy. More fool her. Dr. Garrow is dangerous, very clever, and egotistical enough to believe herself a magnitude cleverer yet. She's refused to tell us anything, and I refuse to stoop to Gestapo methods to force her. But a new face like yours, well, perhaps she'll talk to a stranger who plainly isn't beholden to the protocol. When Garrow arrived, she demonstrated an ability to meddle with the barred machinery we've commandeered. Specifically, she disabled our camp's automatic security system and began to poke around where she wasn't welcome. It was an hour before we found her, trying to get access to one of the old barred bunkers. Who knows what damage she might have caused had she found a way inside. She left us no choice but to take her into custody, isolated in solitary confinement, where she can't play her tricks. My men claim she muttered some incantation, and that caused the gun turrets to shut off. I don't believe in such nonsense as magic, but when she was captured, All they found on her was a broken radio. And now I don't know what to think. So you see, I need to know how she did it. What trick she uses to disable our machines.
Nie wiem.
Here. This pass will give you free passage throughout the Skethamore camp. The soldiers on guard will allow you into the prison section, too. All the way to Garrow's cell. Learn what you can and return here. Be sure to report to me in person. But be warned. One hint of betrayal, and that pass will not save you. I hope I make myself clear.
Ja.
Not sure about you.
Citizens of Wyndham, we
Maybe
cannot
Smith is right.
guarantee your
Perhaps we
safety
should just
beyond
build a
the
huge
village
still
dwellings.
and drink ourselves to death.
Do you have a
At
good
least
reason
I'd
to
die.